Do you know your self-worth? How deeply do you actually love yourself? It can be so hard to choose yourself when you don't even love and value you. You have to be real with yourself. Are you in a toxic or unhealthy relationship? Does he barely text or call you? Does he not really care about what you have to say or your feelings or your emotions? Do you feel like you're not actually building something in this relationship, situationship, or this dating stage? Do you feel like you deserve more? What is your time with him like? Do you feel like you're actually being fulfilled here? And the worst of all, maybe it's been several months in and you haven't even gotten that title that you were hoping you'd get with all of this hard work, dedication, commitment, love, passion, whatever the case may be. You haven't gotten that title. It's honestly time for you to move on. And in order to move on, you need to have that self-love, know your self-worth, and be able to walk away from this man, or really this boy, who is not respecting your time, your energy, the love and the passion that you've put in these past several months. Because if you don't, he'll use you as a stepping stone, walk all over you like a doormat, and move on to the next girl who he might do the same thing to, or might be his wife or the woman he ends up having children with. And feeling that pain and hurt and seeing that is not something I want any of you to feel. You've probably seen or been in one of those situations where you see a man who's still building, who's still learning on the deepest of levels how to love. And he meets a woman who is fully made, doesn't need anything from a man, and is just ready for love. Like, that's all she wants, just some love. And by the end of this, she's devoted so much time, energy, and sometimes even money. And the man is ready to leave her. He's gotten what he needed from her, the leech that he was, and was able to build and grow and become this amazing man for the next woman. And it really does suck when a man leaves such a great woman like that to go to the next. And he ends up being grateful for that woman and so glad that she made him into who he became. But that woman is left heartbroken and needing to pick up the pieces that this man literally broke her down into. And so I don't want you to have to pick up those pieces. Stop chasing the broken and unhealed men, the men with no jobs, the ones out here who are not passionate about something and just trying to leech off of you. Leave them alone and understand what you bring to the table. Only let those into your life who actually match your qualifications and the things that you're actually bringing to the table. Don't take anything less than that. Because if you were getting a brand new car and you specifically wanted a matte black 2024 black BMW with a red interior and black rims with adaptive cruise control, and the dealer tells you, oh, all I have is an electric BMW 2021 and all these cool features, but it's not the color you want, it's not, the interior that you want. Yeah, it has some features that maybe you did want, but for the most part, it's not for you. You're not going to spend or finance that $48,000. You might just leave your contact information with that dealer, let them know to call you when they actually have the car that you want, because you're not going to get something that is under the value of what you wanted. You're not going to invest in something that is not what you had in mind. So I think you see where I'm going with this. Why would you invest in a man who's not what you want? You're investing your time, your energy, your effort, your mind capacity, your heart, your love, so many different things, your money. You're putting in so much into a relationship, and you're not even with someone who you truly wanted to invest in the first place. It's important at this point that you ask yourself, do I love myself? Do I value myself? What is my self-worth? Maybe you can increase your self-worth. Maybe you do believe that you deserve that person that you're with. But if they're not treating you right, the bottom line is you should leave, and you should build yourself up in order to be with someone who you truly believe you should be with. And I truly believe that if you're watching this video, you are a high value woman. I do believe that you deserve to be with the most amazing man. So stop shortchanging yourself. Get real with who you are, what you bring to the table, and what you would like a man to bring to the table. Once you get clear on what you want and what you need in a relationship, demand that. And if you're not getting it, bye. Let them go. Let that man go. There's no reason to keep someone in your life that is not bringing you the peace that you had before them, that is not bringing you the stability that you had before them. You want someone who is adding on to what you were before. If they're bringing chaos into your life, why keep it? If they're bringing sadness into your life, why keep that person in your life? Let them go. Just let that person go. You'll be hurt at first, but once you realize that you chose yourself over this man who really wasn't even what you wanted, you'll feel so at peace with yourself, so proud of yourself, and you're gonna move in a different way. You're gonna vibrate out in a type of energy that will attract the man that you want. Because men feel that. People in general feel that. They can feel when you value yourself. And when you value yourself, the person you're with will then value you. Just imagine the last time that you met someone, you went on a date with him, came back home, you started dreaming about the kids you could have with him, the wedding that you could have with him, and just the whole 9 yards. And then you saw a red flag. And then maybe you saw a second red flag, third red flag. You're ignoring it all. You're literally just letting it all pass by you. Now, think, if you had allowed yourself to realize that this man is not for me, and there's no love and respect being served at the table, and you walked away, how much pain, hurt, sadness would you have saved yourself? Tell me. Tell me. And just to think of the joy, the passion, the happiness, and the love that you can be feeling, just think about that the next time something like that happens, because it's not easy to change a pattern. If you've done that once, you've probably done it multiple times. I know I can attest to that. And it's hard to switch up the pattern. So give yourself some grace the next time, but really think about it. Keep a journal of your progress and try to do different next time. Try to walk away when someone shows you that they're not that type of person that you would invest into. Make sure that you journal that and give yourself a pat on the back when you actually do walk away from someone who's not treating you the way that you want to be treated, and you walk away. Reward yourself. Men are really simple. They love to test us. They love to test us women, and it's almost like a game for them. It's almost like a game for them to see how far they could push our limits, see how strong we are, see how mentally fit we are. They love playing games, honestly, at the end of the day. And it's not a terrible thing. Of course, some people do this in a highly, deeply manipulative way. But for the most part, a lot of guys do this in a very harmless way, or so they think. And they're testing us to see how far they can go. So if you let a guy know very early on that this is your limit, they will listen to you, they will respect you. And so don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to step back and tell someone that you don't want to do something, no matter what it is, whether it's going to see a movie that you don't want to see, or trying an ice cream that like he wants you to try, or whatever the case may be. Don't be afraid to say no. It'll show that you are a powerful woman, that you're strong, and that you have a voice. A man wants to know that you have a voice. So be you, be 100% authentically you, and you will be able to find that man who will respect you, love you, and make you feel so much deep love that like you're just seeking for. I've been through so much pain, and I really just want to pass on some wisdom that I've learned along the way to help some of you avoid feeling that deep pain that I felt. Just know that you're a queen who deserves love, respect, attention, and all the things that come with deep love. Work on yourself, increase your value even more with books, exercise, meditation, and healthy food. Wait for the one who shows you effort, true action, communication, reciprocity, and consistency. He's out there hoping you exist just as much as you're hoping he exists. So just be patient, work on yourself in the meantime, and be consistent with yourself. Be authentic as well. And the one you want will find you. Hit subscribe if you like this and want more content. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next.